It was a cold November day in 1187 when a band of Knights Templar set out from their headquarters in Jerusalem to investigate the source of a series of unholy killings that had been plaguing the countryside. The killings had all the earmarks of the work of a serial killer, but the brutality of the murders suggested something more sinister. As they rode out into the cold gray dawn, the knights were already prepared for anything. Sir Reginald, the leader of the small band of knights, adjusted his chainmail shirt. He wore a simple but elegant surcoat over it, the color of fresh blood. Around his neck hung the order's badge, a white stone set in a circle of gold. It was said to have been blessed by Pope Urban II himself. The first village they came across was eerily silent, the houses deserted, the streets coated in a thick layer of snow. The only sign of life was a small fire burning in the village square. Around it stood 4 peasants, a man, a woman, and 2 children. They told the knights that they had been hiding from something evil that stalked the night, killing people and drinking their blood. They refused to tell the knights where it had gone, only that it had fled into the forest to the north. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long, eerie shadows through the trees, the knights pushed on. They found the creature's lair, a cave hidden behind a waterfall, and as they approached, they heard the sound of chanting. Reginald took a deep breath, drew his sword, and charged into the cave. Inside, they found a gruesome sight. A group of men and women, their bodies twisted and distorted, were gathered around an altar. In the center of the room, a man dressed in black robes was dancing, and in his hands was a small wooden box. When he saw the knights, he cried out, "Fools, you have come too late. The ritual is almost complete." He flung open the box. Inside, nestled on a bed of silk, was a pentagram-shaped pendant made of a strange black stone. The pendant pulsed with an eerie green light, and as Reginald watched, horrified, the man in black slipped it around his neck. "With this amulet," the man in black cried, raising his arms, "I am invincible. You cannot defeat me." But before he could utter another word, Reginald charged forward, sword raised. He cut the man's head off, but as he did, the pendant flew from the man's neck and landed in the snow. As the knights gathered around it, the amulet began to glow brightly, and then it vanished. When they looked up, they saw the man who had led them to the cave standing over them. In his hand was a dagger, and with a swift, graceful movement, he plunged it into Reginald's chest. "You may have defeated one of my kind," the man said, his voice raspy and weak, "but there are others like me, and we will continue the ritual, with or without you." And with that, he disappeared into the forest. Reginald slumped to the ground, his eyes wide with surprise. The other knights rushed to his side, but there was nothing they could do. The amulet had drained Reginald of his strength, and now he would never be able to fight again. The Knights Templar had come too late. And so, cursed by an unholy amulet, they were doomed to wander the earth for eternity. So ends our tale of the Knights Templar and the cursed amulet. For more tales of the supernatural, stay tuned.